Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Mindset with Chipra. Imagine this: a man is intelligent, successful, kind. Everyone around him says, "You're such a good person." Yet somehow, he keeps ending up with people who lie, who manipulate, who ignore him, or just questions him for his own worth. Yet somehow, he keeps ending up with people, जो उसको झूठ बोलते हो, बातों में फंसाते हो, so a lot of people come up and say that shouldn't good people attract good people? हमेशा अच्छे लोगों के साथ ही बुरा क्यों होता है? Today I'm going to answer that question, but I warn you, the answer might be completely different of how do you look at your relationship. The first myth that I'm going to talk about is, first, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet and if you haven't seen the videos yet, this can be an answer to a situation or a problem that you're looking for a long solution from a very, very long time. Or maybe one of your friend or relative is going through such issue. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and share it with someone who's really going through a tough time having toxic relationship. So the biggest myth, what is that biggest myth? People think relationship or toxic people is just being too nice. अगर हम बहुत ज्यादा अच्छे होंगे तो हमारे साथ बुरा ही होगा. I don't believe that's a full story. Kindness isn't a problem. Compassion isn't a problem. The real question, what is that real question? What do you ignore? The sign when someone walks away from you. What is that sign? That's the question we need to answer. Why do people ignore the signs that someone else could walk away from? If you have that answer, your first myth of your life will be solved. Second, we will talk about red flags. People come up and say, हमने तो कोई रेड फ्लैग शुरू में देखा ही नहीं. शुरू में तो ये बहुत अच्छे थे, बाद में बदल गए, या शुरू में तो सब कुछ बहुत अच्छा था, हमें पता ही नहीं चला कि ये इंसान ऐसा है. Many people say that I never saw red flags. But when we look back together in my coaching sessions and programs, they actually say, when we go deep, we ask them questions, we find out that what actually happened. They actually come up and say, actually, you know what, in the first month, they insulted me. Second month, I think they disappeared for a few months. And actually, I was anxious from beginning. These were the signs and they were there. So why didn't you leave at that time? Why didn't you saw those signs? The real reason is because your nervous system isn't asking, is this relationship healthy? It's asking, does this relationship feel familiar? Have you been in this situation before? And familiar doesn't mean healthy. Sometimes chaos feels familiar. Sometimes being ignored feels familiar. हम खुद ही रीजन दे देते हैं कि वो क्यों डिसअपीयर हुआ. हाँ हाँ, उसके साथ ना ऐसा हुआ होगा. सामने वाले को कोई रीजन है भी नहीं, बट हम खुद ही अपने आप को रीजंस देते रहते हैं. Walking on eggshells feels familiar. If that what love looked like for you growing up, if you have seen certain things in your family, in your environment, your brain may mistake familiarity for love. So this isn't your fault, but it is your responsibility. Please hear me carefully and stay till the end if you want the solution for this. How to stop attracting wrong people, toxic people. I'm not saying childhood is the only reason people end up in unhealthy relationship. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying every difficult relationship comes with the childhood wounds, or maybe relationships are complex. But if you keep repeating the same pattern every time, it's worth becoming curious about what's inside you that keeps accepting it. Just taking it what you should not be taking. Healing starts with curiosity, not self blame. Because even if you are self blaming yourself, that means you are self abandoning yourself. What are the three signs? I'm going to share with you now what are the three signs that you need to keep a check that you're repeating your old pattern. The number one sign, what is that first sign? You keep explaining away behavior that hurts you. जैसे मैंने आपको भी एग्जाम्पल दिया, उसने ऐसा कर दिया होगा, they must be stressed, कुछ फैमिली में हुआ होगा, या they didn't mean it, उनका वो मतलब नहीं था, they'll change one day, expecting that day will come. Compassion becomes an excuse for tolerating disrespect. Check. Whenever certain situation or red flag comes, do you shut your brain by giving any of these excuses? Or did you actually found out that whatever they are saying is actually true and you need to believe that? The second sign that I'm going to talk about is you feel anxious when someone pulls away. Instead of asking whether the relationship is healthy, you immediately think, what did I do wrong? मेरी क्या गलती थी? मैंने क्या किया? मैं तो हमेशा अपने आप को ही चेक करती हूँ. I always try to change myself. So बहुत सारे लोग सेल्फ वर्क को ये मान लेते हैं कि मेरी क्या गलती है? मैं कैसे चेंज हो सकती हूँ? It is a good thing, but if you are compromising on a disrespect, then my dear, it is a wrong thing that you are doing. The third sign, you believe that love needs to be earned. आपको कुछ करना पड़ेगा वो प्यार पाने के लिए. You will overgive. आप ज्यादा ही करोगे हमेशा. आप सोचोगे मेरे लिए तो कोई इतना कभी करता ही नहीं है, मैं ही सब कुछ कर रही हूँ. Those birthday parties, gifts, giving time, calling up, meeting. हमेशा I am the person who is doing maximum. You over compromise. आपको कोई मतलब ओवर कॉम्प्रोमाइज में भी बहुत ज्यादा कॉम्प्रोमाइज एंड यू जस्ट कीप जस्टिफाइंग, नहीं उसके साथ ऐसा है ना इसलिए मैं ऐसा कर रही हूँ, नहीं उसके साथ वैसा है ना इसलिए मैं वैसा कर. You over apologize for everything. You end up saying sorry, even if it is not your fault. You end up saying sorry, and somewhere inside you hope that if you give enough, they'll finally choose you. आप चेक करना कि आप अपने रिलेशनशिप में ये ऐसे कौन से 3 साइंस हैं जो कि आप करते जा रहे हो और आप सामने वाले की गलती को कवर करते जा रहे हो. You'll find an answer. Now, I'm going to give you a small exercise to check whether are you repeating the patterns, are you attracting toxic people, are you attracting toxic relationship. So I want you to take out a journal or diary, and nice, just start keeping a good diary where you can journal every day. Journaling really helps, right? So just take out a diary or wherever you write or wherever you journal. Write names of your last 3 important relationship that you had in your life. Very, very important relationship. Then ask yourself these 3 questions. Listen to these questions very carefully. How did I feel most of the time safe? Second, anxious. Third, confused. Okay. How did I feel most of the time safe, anxious, and confused? Why did I keep tolerating? Second question. Why did I keep tolerating? If you saw a red flag, why did I keep tolerating? The third question. What was I afraid of if I would know that I would have walked away one day? Or you can rephrase it as, what was I afraid would happen if I walked away? You don't have to judge your answers. Please be true to yourself. Nobody's checking your answer apart from you. Just notice the pattern in all 3 relationships. Awareness is where healing begins. Now, just awareness will not do healing, guys. Let me be very clear. You will be able to recognize healing will take effort, healing will take time, healing does require sessions. So don't just think, because a lot of people get confused that हाँ मुझे तो पता चल गया मेरी ये गलती, but आगे क्या? आगे कैसे बढ़ोगे? So if today's video resonated with you, just ask, why do I keep meeting wrong people? Instead ask, what's inside me still believes that I had to earn love? That single question can change everything, your all relationships forever. And if this video helped to see yourself uh, with a little more compassion, let me know in the comments which sign resonated with you the most, because your healing journey may begin with one honest answer. And if you really think that this video was helpful to you, maybe somebody else around you is suffering, send this video to them. This is exactly why in Inner Child, we don't change the behavior. What we do is we heal the emotional blueprint underneath. Because as I told you, awareness is the first step of healing, but work is required for healing. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I shall see you soon. Bye-bye.